Hello, orienteering friends. Welcome to the recording. This is the second day where I was attending the course for IT staff during organization of orienteering races. So it was mostly about the software that we use and how to prepare the controls, etc. Today the organizers prepared a middle course for us. So here I'm giving a time to another attendant. So let's wait a little, but yeah, I should start shortly. Okay, let's go. So as you can see, to control number one, basically I could use the paths. So that's what I did once I oriented myself. And the control was, close to this path, so it wasn't very difficult to locate it. So we can go on and skip to it. Now to second control, well, there is not much. I had to take a bearing, and so that's what I did, but there was a lot of these erosions, so it was sort of difficult for me, and I was losing that bearing very easily, as you can see. And also I don't know why, but I kind of forgot about the stones here. Or I don't know if they were not visible or I was blind, whatever. Now you can see that I totally deviated. So now I'm kind of lost. I think I didn't estimate the distance here properly, so now it was very difficult for me to catch on something. Here I saw the more dense area, the vegetation boundary, so I started to going around, maybe even took a good bearing here, so I'm going in the directions where I expected the control, but then all these erosions and holes, that they were taking my attention, and I wasn't very, how to say that, focused, or I don't know. Here on my right side was the stone. I could have used that one as some kind of anchor point and just go straight to control number two, but as you can see, I didn't. I'm still going here and there, and I'm just trying to find again something that would help me pinpoint my location, because as you can see, I'm sort of lost and I'm not able to locate myself. So maybe, let's see, maybe now I might have picked the right hole, and from there I think the control is in front of me. Why am I not running towards it? Okay, I am. So yeah, it took me a while here, and yeah, that was some sort of wrong focus from my side, or I don't know. Here to control number 3, I think I'm correctly using this vegetation boundary as a lead, and obviously I took bearing as well. Now I don't remember exactly what other strategy I picked, so I will be probably examining all the holes around here and looking for the control. Okay, so this was one of the previous trainings here, and here is my control. So not sure if I was lucky or I was keeping the bearing probably quite well in this case. Control number 4, I think this one was easy because I had a control here the day before, so you know, you kinda know this area, you are confident, you know that there is a path, and if you miss that path a little bit, if you miss the control a little bit, you are still, it should be at the path or somewhat around. So I wasn't hesitating much here and running straight to control 4. Control number 5, as you can see, it's right next to one of these spots, so obviously I just used those spots to guide me almost to control number 5. There was a small clearing, so I decided to go around that small clearing and then to control number 5. I was surprised how big the erosion there was, so it was quite a big hole there. Now, yeah, control number 6, that was mostly about bearing, at least first half, I think. So, yeah, I took the bearing and I sort of followed the contours there and just tried to keep my direction. And then at some point I got to one of these narrow rides or small paths, so I followed that one, and you know, here the area has a lot of these big holes, big erosions, so I was you know, expecting the control in one of those. So I was once I was closing in to control number 6, I slowed down and I was more cautious. And yes, also this forking helped. So now I'm just, following the contours. I think the control is right in here, so it was visible for me from the top. So this was control number 6. Control number 7 basically I think I was going like around this area, which is like bombarded, or I don't know. It's the only explanation I have for how this happened, such contours here. So yeah, I'm just following around, which I think was a quite good decision. I'm not sure if I was evaluating this stone here or not, but I knew that I just have to go close this area, and the control should be somewhat near. And again, it's some sort of bigger hole, so yeah, here it is. And yeah, similar approach to control number 8, basically going straight. I know I was tired and I wasn't very happy about going uphill, but that was about it. And also one of the leads was some kind of vegetation, because on my right side I think there was a more denser forest or something. Alrighty, so control number 8 successfully found. Control number 9. Yeah, that one was also clear to me. As far as I remember, I used these small paths to get a little bit downhill, let's say. And then I crossed that clearing, got to that narrow ride and to that bigger path. And on that forking there, I took a bearing and ran straight to control 9. So you can go ahead and just skip to control number 9, I think. Unless you want to watch me running. So yeah, this was sort of easy. Now, again, a very diverse area in front of me, where the control number 10 is. And so first I took bearing, obviously, but then once I crossed the power lines, I got lost. I wasn't able to properly, evaluate where am I. There were some of these like a marsh areas, and I think that I somewhat got lost in it. I didn't properly, estimated my position, so I got lost and ended up basically like behind control number 10 on one of the paths going through this area. Like for example here I wasn't sure if I'm in that like marsh with a clearing or not. Here I'm still keeping a good direction, but then on my right is something that looks like a marsh, and that kinda distracted me, or I don't know, or maybe I read the map wrongly, so now I started going back somewhat. I don't know why am I even going this direction, I basically got lost here at this point, and now I think I even misjudged the control, because now I will see my control number 16, but I'm thinking this is my control 12 maybe, because I kind of mixed the marshes or something that looked like a marsh and whatever. So yeah, this was sort of a mistake. Here I saw the non-runnable forests on the left, so I thought, okay, I'm maybe near control 12. So I took some bearing, ran somewhere, but yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I was confused, wasn't able to pinpoint my location. So yeah, as you can see, I'm running here and there. Maybe once I reach that other object at the end of this marsh that is in front of me, maybe then I finally realized where am I. I don't know. Maybe here I could have realized where am I, because I passed some path. Yeah, I would expect that this could help me. I'm curious what I'm going to do, because honestly I don't remember what was going through my head. Why am I going this way? Maybe I was trying to avoid some steep hill in front of me or something like that. The way I see it is that probably I wasn't able to read properly the contours and evaluate what kind of a feature is this. But now you can see that we have this like a fingers, 3 fingers. So maybe at this point I finally realized I'm closing into control number 10. It should be somewhere here. Yeah, it must be here or there. Okay. So finally I got it, but the amount of time I lost here, as you can see, it was like 5 minutes. Control number 11. How would I go to control number 11? Basically straight, right? Or no? I'm curious how I'm going to solve it, because I don't remember. Okay, so I took the bearing. I'm running straight to the control. So now I have to be very careful in reading the contours. Climbing up. How is this going to? Well, it's not a bad thing that I'm climbing up. Okay, here is the small lake. On my left side is this sort of erosion, like bigger erosion down. Again, I'm climbing this small ridge. I should get to a path. Okay, I'm at the path, that's fine. So now the control must be somewhere on my right side. A little bit further. Okay, that direction looks good. Where I'm looking now, I would go there. But I think I was now trying to evaluate where am I. And okay, I'm continuing at least a little bit in that direction. Good. And now I'm trying to read the contours, I guess. I'm trying to figure out where the control might be. Because it looks like it's one of these okay, like entrant, I don't know, small erosion. Okay, so control 11 found. It didn't take so long, so I'm happy about it. Now control 12, basically in front of me, just go straight, and I should not have any issues here. Okay, so the control must be here. Just maybe a little bit further. I don't know. Oh yeah, here it is. So again, it was probably one of these erosions, or yeah. I call it hole.
Jo, teď jdeš dolů.
Now to control number 13, I decided to climb up and go around these non-runnable forests, and then just follow the paths. So yeah, you can skip to control 13 basically. As you saw, I tried to go some sort of shorter way, but I'm not sure if that helped. I could have just gone along the path all the way to control 13. Control 14, there is somebody in front of me. Nevertheless, I picked the bearing. And now, yeah, I decided to run along this path a little bit, and then at some point, you know, to go to the left. I thought that it will be easier to run, you know, that was my assumption, but here I had to go down and climb up anyway, because that's how the terrain was here. So, and again, as I said, there was somebody in front of me, so I was sort of following him. Again, to control number 15, more or less I followed the direction of that guy, but I'm always trying to take my own bearing, so yeah, I did that and just went as straight as possible. Again, locating the control like here in this area was not that difficult, but as you can see, like these are some big holes, like big erosions, probably after some heavy bombs. You know, this was like a crater, you know, like volcano. So now going back up again, or climbing up, and heading to control number 16, which I knew where it is because I was there previously. So again, I was just following the non-renewable forests back, so yeah, we can skip to control 16. So here I remembered this area and I knew that the control must be somewhat near, maybe on my left side. Yeah, and here it is, so not difficult. Now to control number 17, my thought was that I will just again follow the non-renewable forests or the hatched area, go get to that path around the big hole where it's a marsh, so to go around it and get closer to control number 17. So let's skip there. So far so good. Now I'm picking a bearing to get to control number 17, but I think I misjudged something, because as you can see I'm not going into the right direction, or maybe something happened and I got lost. I was expecting the control somewhat here, and yeah, I generally speaking, I think I picked sort of a good direction, but I wasn't paying attention properly and I picked the direction in a wrong place. So now I ended up in this like light green forest, which is, you know, like walking forest or semi-runnable, and I was expecting the control to be here. A lot of holes, some stones. So now I kind of got confused because I was expecting the control to be here. I was like, this should be the I was sort of confident that I'm there because I saw the stone and I saw the hole or the, you know, erosion. So that was like confusing. And now I saw this path and I was like, but that doesn't fit. So I must crossed it already. So I started going back, and once I got back to the beginning of this like semi-runnable forest, I realized that maybe I'm in the other part of the forest and the control is below me. So once that realization happened, I corrected myself, picked a better bearing, and also I found that water hole or water erosion there. So once I found that, I knew where I am, and from there I picked proper bearing to control 17. So now you can enjoy me being lost, or you can speed it up and yeah, get to control 17 basically. So yeah, finally control 17. Again, 5-minute loss or more, I guess. And control number 18. I picked the bearing, but I was aiming to get through that clearing, somewhat easily. And fortunately, there was a path through it, and that kind of helped me, pinpoint myself. And then I was going slightly along the contours, like next to my control 20 almost, and from there I picked direction to control 18 and found it. So that worked out well, I think. Again, here when I was closing in, I was examining all the holes around. As you can see, this guy was much more precise and like effortlessly picking up the direction to the next control. That's something I still have to learn. I mean, sometimes I'm successful in doing that, but not always. And now I was kind of following him, to be honest, Same thing to control number 20, and I kind of remember where control number 20 was, so I kind of knew which way to go. Now control 21, that one looked a little bit difficult to me because there were like a couple more of these objects around, so I wanted to be, cautious about it. But at the end, it wasn't difficult to find. It was just a little bit difficult to get to her because it was uphill and I was tired. So now control 22, as you can see, it's like a junction. Yeah, I ran straight along the bearing. I didn't even avoid it then, that like light green forest. It was sort of runnable. I just, here even the line was going around this like destroyed area because you can see all the contours there. So I was trying to avoid that, and yeah, that was it. And I was trying to keep my direction. So yeah, once I got out of that not like light green forest, it was the control was visible, so that was easy. Now I took bearing and ran straight to control 23, I guess. Again, I would say this was easy because there was this path. So even though I deviated, as you can see, because I was lazy to run uphill, I guess, I had this path on my right side, and then here I just had to monitor my right side for some big erosion, so that was easy. And from control number 23 I'm going to the finish. Is that right? Yeah, it seems so. So now obviously I'm just running along the paths here. I'm not sure if I even somehow crossed it, shorten it, I don't know, but yeah, that was it. Again, it was very nice middle. I enjoyed it. It was like technically it was more difficult because all the holes and all the features, erosions and small valleys or marshes that made it quite difficult for me, and I enjoyed that. And yeah, I would like to thank the organizers and see you next time. Bye bye.
Na to, že to byla kratší trať, tak to mám skoro za stejný čas.
Já také skoro. Bylo to hodně fyzicky náročné.
To bylo nejvíc na volno závodech, když jsem běžel za posledních asi 10 let.